Hey, what's up, y'all? What we got? We got about 5:40. What's going on, y'all? Listen, something was on my mind a little bit. Something was on my mind a little bit. I was visiting a couple of these demons. You see, a lot of people are afraid of demons, and they're afraid of certain things that come into their world. You see, when you get to a point to where demons ask for permission to see through you, that's when you know where you're at in life. When they ask for permission, you see, when they ask for permission. You see, the only things that play with you until they get mature, then they start asking for permission or asking, can they explore inside of your governance? The ones that play are imps. Those are the ones that be playing with you and shit. You see, imps, they're their imp stage. They're children. You see, they're mischievous children who grew into the world and died in the world without discipline and obedience. You see, and then they find themselves when they get a certain, or when they grow to a certain maturity in that world that they dwell in. You see, they turn into these things they call demons. You see, or they mature. When they start maturing, you know, it's like they come out of the shell and they need a governance, because if they don't, they're gonna freeze to death. They're gonna freeze. You see, so they're looking for a temple or a capsule. You see, for the dwelling place. You see, and they often have to ask permission, because even though the demons know that they are under law, you see, the imps, they don't know that they're up under law. You see, so they're gonna pick with you, play with you, fondle you. They're gonna do all type of fucked up ass things to your psyche. You see, or to your spirit. They're gonna conflict your spirit, conflict your soul. You see, they can't do too much. Matter of fact, they're on the outside of you in the spiritual world. Yeah, they're on the outside of you. You know, you have millions, probably, well, let's just say thousands, waiting to come in, waiting to enter. You see, enter your temple, just like the egg. You see, you know, you have billions of sperm trying to get into that egg. That's just how these imps are. You see, that's how these imps are. You see, but because it's the same process how it was in the womb. We just invert everything and then think about all this stuff out here. You see, just think about it. It's the same process. It's just on the other side. You know, it's inverted, like, or yeah, you know, you wise people who went to school, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all can use the words and shit, you can dissect what I'm saying. No, but listen, a lot of things, I'm talking, Aries, go on with all that stuff, yo. Listen, they're a trip, man. Now both of them came on that thing at the same time. Oh, boy, I tell you, these cats, man, they're a trip. Felines. No, but listen to what I'm saying to you. Listen. A lot of folks think that sometimes they'll see people and they swear by themselves, and these are demonic possessions that people have. You see, and a lot of people are trying to cover their demonic possessions. You know, but what gets me is when they describe demonic possession, they always describe in the entertainment that they see people do in their daily lives. You know, whatever is entertaining you, those are what you call demons. You see. Listen, the first arc of what a demon was is to learn about slavery in the mind state of those who felt like you were ape-like, you were a savage. You see, you didn't have nothing of Christ conscious in you. You see, nor the earth conscious in you. You didn't have none of that inside of you. So they had to teach you. They had to instruct you. They had to give you literature, all these type things to keep you afloat in their world that they are creating. You see, they had to keep you under. You see, if you watch or look at old photos and things of the slave master and its slaves, you see, back in like the 1700s, 1600s, whatever, when they used to draw all these photos and things of their imps or their demons, they used to always draw them real petite and small, and they were always giants over these beings. You know, you even have, I'm talking, get moving. Listen. They always show you angels and things that got 1 foot up on the head of the demon, of the devil and things like that. You see, and got the sword ready. You know, all type of, you know, the falsified images. You see. But yes. This is how things were when we had the Caucasians in slavery. We didn't look at them, well, the majority didn't look at them as savages. They looked at them as weak-minded beings, and they were close to human, you see, and therefore it turned them on, those who enslaved some of the Caucasian people, you see. It turned them on from what they were seeing, you see. That's how we felt, you see. We was turned on by something that was different, you see. First by the albino, and then when we went up north, high up north, we saw some people that was very hairy, some wild men and women, very hairy, and we taught them how to bathe, and, you know, we shaved the hairs off their skin, and we just got hornified. You know what I'm saying? We just got hornified and just, you know, we just lost our morals, you know, teaching them everything while they're learning and studying us and watching our eloquence, paying attention to it, learning our eloquence, you know, everything, you know, studying our science and mathematics and all this type things, you see. Yes, we taught them all, you see. These were our children. They still are our children, you see. But now we have become the adopted children, you see, of them. You see, they just treating us the way we treated them. You see, did you know that they had the power to destroy us a long time ago? You see, but it's against the law. You see, it's against the law to disrupt the rhythm and the frequencies of the earth. You see, that's why they couldn't harm us here. You see, now they can do what they do over there in Africa, but here, these indigenous beings here, I'm talking about the original ones that's still living, who they got way down in this poverty and who they're tricking right now. You know, if anything, they will have to kill themselves off, and that's exactly what they are doing. You see, the people that look like you and I, you're killing yourself off because they got to a point, it's at a point now that you became them. You see, you became them. You forgot who you are. You see, you forget that thing that's, you know, that will tell you, wait a minute, hold on, that's not right. I'm not going to do it like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel comfortable. You see what I'm saying? It's none of that no more. Morals, integrity, you know. So at the same time, so it's going to be a body that's going to come, singular or a collective body that's going to come through, and he's going to be filled with abomination. Why? People say, you know, why would he come with abomination and just straight righteousness and love? Why would he come with abomination? Because there are those that's down below who don't have the root of abomination. They just fell into it from those that they came from, you see, and they have that golden nugget or golden seed that's inside of them, you see. And it needs to be come with abomination and just straight righteousness and love. Why would it come with abomination? Because there are those that's down below who don't have the root of abomination. They just fell into it from those that they came from, you see, and they have that golden nugget or golden seed that's inside of them, you see, and it needs to be, you see, and oftentimes those will be what you call black sheeps, you see. If you find a black sheep and they're hollering out to the world about something, try your best to listen to what they're saying, because they have something that man did not create that's inside of them, and it's for you. It's not for them, actually, it's for you. You see, if you made it to a particular height inside of abomination, and you made it to a particular height, you see, and you recognize your righteousness, you see, all you have to do is just come back down and just listen to yourself down below. That's all you have to do. Just listen to yourself down below, you see, and put on the clothing of yourself down below, and then walk through, you see, walk through, talk through, you see. Just pretend like you're walking with Jesus, and y'all going walking through the land. You're telling people about their transgressions, you see. I'm just talking to you, you see. I'm just talking to you, you see. You're going to have to learn the human being. But now they got it to social media to where you're judging without the energy of the specimen of the beings, because a lot of beings here are cloaked. You see, a lot of beings are down here, you see, doing what they're supposed to do in different areas of the body, you see. And so if you're inside of a low body, oh, lo and behold, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems, because ain't nobody going to say, everybody is dealing with high vibrations. You see, ain't nobody dealing with that mid vibe, you see. That mid vibe where it's easy to love those down below and it's easy to love those on high, you see, who righteously made it to the point to where, you see, they can be guided by that spirit, you see, and live with abundance on high, you see, in respect and dignity, you see, because they have that spirit inside of them, and they have the hedge that's around them and their next generation, you see. You see, those who have a true hedge around them aren't afraid to come down, but those who have a makeshift hedge, they don't want to come down, because they know that they have these glitches or something is inside of there, or they have a, you know, that little thing that's around them, that aura or something that's around them, that light or that beam that's around them, you see, that they're giving off. You got these little spaces in them, you see. They know that because they have minor triggers, you see. Yeah, they have these triggers, you see. I'm just talking to you. What time is it? I'm just talking to you. It was just on my mind. I'm just trying to say that oftentimes when you're thinking that you knowing some of these, or you knowing what these demons are, you see, be careful, be careful. You see, be careful, because what you was taught about what demons are, these could be angelic beings. You see, angelic beings doing something to you so they can see your heart for real. You see, so they can do something to you. They'll do something to your ass 10 times worse than what a demon would do. You see, all demons have to ask for permission to what's not theirs. You see, they have to ask permission. While you're here, you are the governor. You see, but you still don't own yourself. You see, you still don't own yourself. You see, now man developed his own nature, so you're going to have to figure out how to eat and how to live inside of man's nature. You see, because all this food, all the things that they're giving is doing things to your psyche. You see, it's doing things to your psyche. So I'm I'm just saying. So when you talk about demons, know what you're saying. Know what you're saying. You see, people talk about demons more than they do the angelic beings. You see, I wish you knew what the angelic beings really look like and how they really act. You see, you ain't seen nothing. You ain't seen nothing. You see, you know, a demon don't have nothing on these angelic beings. You see, I'm talking about spirits that literally get into capsules and transform themselves. And first thing you would say that these are demons. No, these are great monsters, or what you call angelic beings. You see, they're the most hideous, most abominable, the most righteous, and they hate your flesh. They hate your flesh. Demons don't hate your flesh, they love your flesh. But some of these angelic beings hate your flesh. You see, because you were allowed to be down here. You see, and so if they have an order to get inside of you to whoop your ass, you better make sure you know what you're talking about. When you call upon something, you see, and you want it to help you down here, make sure that your protector gotta clean your house first. You see, make sure you doing it, you calling the right thing, because that angelic being gotta clean your house before he starts to work on you. You see, and it might take 2 years, a year, 3 years, a month, 10 years, 4 days. It depends on you. You see, but he's gonna, if he got an order to clean your ass, he's gonna clean your ass. You see, and and there's no such thing as time. You see, no such thing as time. It just got to do what it got to do. And when you're free from these things, you see, that's when it'll put the written word inside of you. So when you're talking and you're speaking to people, you see, and they speak from the book, they will hear the things that's inside the book coming out of you. You see, they will hear it. You see. But I'm just telling you, man, because I think a lot of people got these demon things, you know, they got it twisted. You see, always remember, you see, there's a such thing as good and evil, you know, righteousness and abomination, you see. Above and below. You see, this is one unit. This is one unit and one creator. You see, when you talk about free will, understand what that will is. Understand what the word free means. You see, understand what the word free means, because you have a tree of life. You see, that tree of knowledge and good and evil gave you free will. You see, and you believe in that, but you don't believe in that tree of life. You see, that tree of life is going to do something to you. It's going to strip you. Yeah, it's going to strip you. It's going to strip you from everything. You see, it's going to strip you if you choose to go and eat from that tree. It's filled with abundance, but can you handle that abundance? Can you handle it? Because the majority of it is going to come based on your character, based on your personality, and based on your perception. That's how this abundance is going to come to you. And you're going to have to learn on your own on how to find it. You see? And always remember, there are more yous out here than you in a minute.